Hey guys, it's Raycons here, and today in this video I'm going to be showing you guys my setup as well as my game collection. But before we get into that, I have a Discord server here with a few of my mates that we made. It's gaming related. It's hard to explain exactly what it is. Basically, you can just ask people if they want to play games or just talk about games or just talk about anything really. If you want to join it, the link is in the description down below. That being said, let's get straight into it. We'll go to the desk first, and then we'll go on to the consoles here, and then other shit after that. So on my desk here, there is the 2 monitor setup, and there's a third screen up there, which is just for TV stuff. But anyway, so here's my computer screen, which is a Dell monitor, which came in my shite Dell PC, which I want a replacement for, but oh my god, PCs are so expensive. But I pretty much only got money for Christmas, so I'm hopefully going to get an upgrade for this soon. It would be lovely. This is a 2010, oh god, a 50p file from it. Lovely. But yeah, this is a 2010 PC that I got as a hand-me-down in like 2015 or something. And for a 2010 PC, it actually still works quite well, but it does have a lot of viruses at this point, so need a new one. Up here I've got a couple of things. I've got an even worse HP laptop, which I can't remember the last time I used that thing. This is called a Pandora's box. It's basically an arcade stick with pretty good parts. It has 2,000 plus arcade games pre-installed, and it's quite a lovely thing. This other monitor, which is not actually a monitor, it's actually a TV. It's just an old 20 odd inch Philips TV, which I play all my console games on. Below that I've got my Anbernic RG350 something. It's basically just a handheld for emulators and stuff like that. It's a really cool thing. And here is my Raspberry Pi 3 in this acrylic case with a fan and heat sinks and shit, which is what I use to emulate most of my retro games on. Both these things are very handy little things. And where the big TV sits, we've got my Samsung tablet, TV remotes, Amazon Fire Stick, a iPhone TV connector dongle thing, some miniature consoles. That is one of those shite AV to HDMI adapter things which I don't really need to use anymore. And this is a HDMI switcher which I eventually want to use on this TV. I tried to use it like a few months ago, but because the cables stuck out on the 4 sides like this, it was just such a mess. But I do want to try it again, as switching HDMI cables is a bit of a bitch. Here are my keyboard and mouse. I don't know what company they are. They're not mechanical or anything. I got them off my mate Mike a few years ago for like 20 quid because he was getting better ones. What's really weird about this is that the keyboard here changes from purple, red and blue, but the mouse over here can only light up red. As far as I'm aware, I don't know how to change it, but I just find that quite weird. So there's that, and that really is pretty much with the desk. There's not a lot going on there, to be honest. But I might as well talk about the TV. It's a JVC smart TV. It's like 40 odd inch, and I use this for all the TV stuff, football, Netflix, and my bed is like right there, so I mainly use that when I'm actually in bed. So that's just there above the setup sort of thing. I have some drawers on the desk here. This one is for random shite. Got a Raspberry Pi keyboard and mouse set there, an extra Wii remote, and some random things, a switch case, just random shit. Here I've got a bunch of power supplies and chargers and things that really need sorting out. Here I've got a bunch of spare controllers and stuff which also need sorting out. And here I've just got like wallet and batteries and other things, bits and bobs and all that jazz. Also forgot that my Wii sensor is right there. Cool. Okay, so with my very bland setup out the way, let's move on to the left here to my console. Sorry about the lighting, it's daytime. This is where my consoles are on this beautiful shelving rack. So yeah, let's go through the consoles one by one. I have to turn on the light for this. Here are all like my mini consoles. So we've got the Atari Flashback 4, a bootleg NES Classic there called the Cool Baby, which has a loads of like bootleg ROMs of games. It's actually pretty fun. There's one called Excite Mario Bros, which is just the original Mario Bros of loads of Nintendo characters. It's actually pretty fun. Then there we've got the real NES Classic, the Super Famicom Classic. Now I used to have the Super Nintendo one, but that's actually at my dad's, and I wanted another one, but I decided to go different and get the Super Famicom one, which is pretty cool. The box for this one is so cool as well. PlayStation Classic, which is shite, but I did a video on these two little USB sticks here, which got like 3,000 plus views, which is mental for me anyway, which add loads of games to this, and I since got another one, which is also pretty cool. If you want a video on that, let me know. And there is the Sega Mega Drive Classic, or Mini, which is pretty cool. So there are the mini things. On the side I got like a couple of consoles from my childhood. Here you've got the VTech V-Smile sat here. This is an educational console. Played this thing with my sister and my friends when I was like 3 or 4. And I want to keep holding on to this until my nephew is around 3 or 4ish. He's currently 20 months. So yeah, it's a pretty cool thing. The Cars game was great on this, Winnie the Pooh, and a few others. And here is a Miss Pac-Man plug and play from Jakks Pacific, which is a pretty cool thing. It's also got pole position on there, and you can actually twist the joystick to... that was not a very good example, but you can actually twist the joystick for the driving game, which is pretty cool. With the micro consoles here, we have the 5th gen consoles, so the original PlayStation, the Sega Saturn, which is actually a Japanese Sega Saturn. With the PlayStation, I play all the PS1 discs on my PS2, and I've not actually got any Sega Saturn games yet. I'd like to start collecting for it soon though, because the Japanese ones especially are pretty cool. Loads of spaceship shooters and shit like that I'm dead into. And here I've got a couple of N64s. I've got a red and white Japanese one, which is fucking cool. And here is a blue and yellow Pikachu one, and I love Pokemon. And this I found in my granddad's attic. Actually, so with these consoles, there's some that I got as gifts, some that I bought myself, and some that were like my dad's originals. And then there was just this one that I found in my granddad's attic. I don't think this was my dad's. It could have been my sister's. I mean, she was born in 97. I was born in 2002, so it might be my sister's. I don't know, but this thing is cool as fuck. It's got a massive Pikachu solid thing. His foot is the reset button. It's just a cool thing. Here are mostly 6th gen consoles with a few 7th sprinkled in there. So we got a couple of GameCubes, purple, and a Japanese orange one. Don't use these for gaming nowadays. I'll get onto that in a bit. Here I got the original Xbox, which is cool. PS2 Slim, which no longer works, so I bought a PS2 Fat as like a eBay replacement console only. I don't know why. This just has a weird power fault where I have to push down on the power cord in the console to get it to work. Strange. So I got that. And I recently picked up a Sega Dreamcast, which I've wanted one of these for a long time. Really cool. And then, like I said, I got a couple of this generation consoles down here because they don't fit up here. Got a Wii Mini with a Luigi Wii remote and my Joy-Cons on it. Pretty cool. I mean, it's a shit console, but it looks cool. And then here I've got my original Xbox 360, which does still work. It just has a weird disc tray fault, but it does work if you give it a slap, but I don't need it. And then here is a Joy-Con controller, so I can play the Switch in handheld, which isn't shit with Joy-Con drift, which is cool. We have the rest of the 7th gen consoles here. I've got my 3 normal Wii's, got the blue one, which doesn't have GameCube support, the red one, and the white one. The white one I got of Christmas 2007 or 8, I can't remember. But yeah, these things are amazing. I love the Wii. There I got my PS4 and my Xbox One S controller, my Xbox 360E to replace this one because it's just old in it. And here I got my amazing PS3 Slim, which is a lovely thing. Here we have the 8th gen consoles, if you will, because I don't know what the Switch is classed as anymore, but anyway. First got the Wii U. Got this thing when the NX rumours started to surface, and I got it because Mario Kart 8 just looked so good. So I picked it up. But then to get the Switch, I actually decided, and this was before I became a proper collector, I guess, if you will. I don't class myself as that, but anyway. I wanted to sell my Wii U to save up for Switch games. So I actually sold all the Wii U games I had, took the Wii U in at a later date for some reason, and they didn't take it because there was a slight little slit in the power supply. Thank God for that, because now I'm so glad I didn't get rid of this thing. I used the homebrew thing. I have it homebrewed, if you can see here on that SD card. Got loads of stuff on it. on the Wii side and on the Wii U side. The main thing I use it for, well, the CTGP on Mario Kart Wii, and also Nintendo, which allows me to use GameCube games on here, and they look amazing. So I basically use this for all my Wii U, Wii, and GameCube needs, which is why I said that I don't really use these anymore. And yeah, the Wii U is so cool. I have got a bit of a Wii U collection again, but I kind of regret selling all the old games that I got. But most of the games that I did sell from this are now on the Switch anyway, but yeah, I don't know. Then we come on to the Switch, which I got of July 2018. Really love the Switch, so glad I got it. I got it for £240, I think, second hand from game, and it's just been amazing. If you're wondering about the dock, no, that is not a third party one, because if you didn't know, third party docks and chargers actually fry the Switch after a while. What this is just a different enclosure. So I actually took the original circuit board from the original dock and put it into that small case. That does two main things. It makes it a lot more portable to take with you, and it also doesn't scratch the fucking screen, which is a positive. Here is an 8-bit DOE adapter, which lets me use GameCube. Oh no, that's not GameCube. This lets me use the Wii Classic controllers, as well as the NES and SNES Mini controllers, and GameCube controllers on the Switch, or on your PC if you wanted to do that. So yeah, Switch is really cool. While I'm here as well, that thing which I did kind of mention before, basically it's a handheld only peripheral. Take the Switch out, put it in there, and you've got a pretty beefy Switch, and you don't have to worry about Joy-Con drift, so that's cool. The PS4, we'll get back onto that in a minute. The Xbox One S, picked this up very recently actually, mainly for Game Pass, and I actually got this for an amazing deal of £120 from eBay, which came with the console, controller, all the cables, including the box, all that for £120, which was ridiculously low price. I don't know why they were selling it for that cheap, but I got on it rapid. So yeah, I've only got the games that actually came with it, except for Black Ops 4. I only got that because loads of mates from college were playing it, so I said fuck it. Not even installed it yet. But anyway, yeah, only really played Game Pass games on this, like Forza, Halo, and a few others. But yeah, I've actually really liked what I've played, and yeah, that's all I can say about it. Pretty cool. Finally got an Xbox One in 2020. After saying for years I wasn't going to get one, but I finally gave in. But come on, £120 for an Xbox One S. That's just a proper bargain, that. Okay, why I skipped on the PS4? Well, first I'll just go into it, of the PS4 itself, and then I'll get into why I want to talk about it in other reasons. So PS4, fucking hell. Got this in, oh my god, it was 2015, I think it was around July, August-ish of 2015. I really loved playing it for years, met so many people playing this. I actually ended up having to get a Seagate 1TB hard drive at some point. Yeah, I love the PS4, had it for years. I love playing it. The problem, right, so I hadn't played it for like a few weeks, went to play it again, and the HDMI cable was out of it. It was just dangling down there. I was like, okay, that's a bit weird. Plugged it in, and it wasn't going in. So I was like, oh, that's a bit of a weird saying. But yeah, anyway, I was like, this is a bit weird here. So I took it out like this, turned it around, and oh my god, the HDMI port was fucked. So basically, this PS4 right now is out of action, and if you were watching the Minecraft Let's Play series, and if you were wondering why it was stalled, it was on my PS4, and the HDMI thing is completely fucked. Looking on eBay though, there's actually repair services for like £20-30, but before I do that, I need to learn how to like package something off, because I've never done it before, and I actually need to make sure that they are legit and not just trying to take my PlayStation. So it might be a few weeks before my PS4 is in action again, but I just wanted to say that if you're watching the Minecraft Let's Play series and you didn't know where it went, it's because my PS4 is out of action due to a fucked up HDMI port, and the most annoying part is I don't know how it happened, or even when it happened. It might have happened when I was actually trying to plug it back in, and I fucked it at that moment, I don't know. But yeah, it's really frustrating. I'm actually going to do a video on me sending it off, and then a video on it, me either getting it back and it's working, or me not getting it back, or me getting it back and it's even worse. But yeah, look out for that video, it'll be coming soon. Okay, so I clearly talked for way too long there, but with that shite out of the way, here we got all the old consoles. 4 of these are actually my dad's originals, which were found either in the attic up there or the attic at my granddad's house. So we got the Atari 2600 Junior, the NES, which has an annoying chip there, but that's kind of annoying, but it is what it is. Sega Mega Drive, which is probably what I played with my dad the most back in the day. Mainly Sensible Soccer and Streets of Rage come to mind. The Super Nintendo, which is pretty cool. The Famicom and Famicom Disk System, which I actually bought on eBay as spares and repairs for like £30, just because I really wanted to display these. They're so cool. Obviously the yellowing is horrendous, but I'm alright with that. So the Famicom Disk System is a thing that used floppy disks back in the day. Really cool. So I have no idea if these work or not. I'm not really that fussed, to be honest. There is the original Mario Bros. Arcade game from 1983. And here is the Sega Master System 2, which I just found at a electronic shop for like £10. So I just decided to pick it up. So there's a story with that. So yeah, they're the really old consoles. Okay, then we come on to the handhelds. So we've got the 3 non-Nintendo ones here. Game Gear, which is also my dad's original. I don't know why I didn't point that out before, but yeah, this is also my dad's original. He had an Atari Lynx as well, he said, but we've not found that yet. I'd love to find that, but anyhow. We've got the PSP 1000, which I've had for years. The PS Vita, which I haven't actually had for that long. I only got that last month. Only got the games that came with it, but I'd love to start collecting for it more. Game Boy Pocket, which I've had for like 10 years. The Game Boy Color, which I had for like 13 plus years. My granddad got it for a car boot sale for like £1. Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Advance SP, Game Boy Micro, which I got for Christmas a few years back. My original DS, which I actually got for my birthday, but I have no idea what birthday it was, which is kind of annoying. I'd love to remember that. But yeah, I got that for my birthday one year. This DS Lite I actually got recently to play my old R4 card, which is the reason I got that, but don't really need to use it anymore. And here I've got my original 3DS, which I actually lost for the longest time. And then I found it, but it didn't work when I found it, which was really annoying. I'd like to know what's actually wrong with it. The light's just gone off, so I'll be back when the light's on. I need to charge my phone. Okay, I'm back, and moving on, we have the DSi XL. This is the 25th anniversary of Mario Bros. Edition. And this is, I mainly use this, well, I primarily use it for a DS multi-card that I have, which is pretty cool. I think it's got like 200 odd games on it. It's got all the Pokemons, Marios, Zeldas, Kirby's, and others. If you want me to do a video on that card, then let me know in the comments down below. Here I got my 2DS, the Pokemon Sun Edition. I got this for Christmas of 2016 because I didn't have this at the time. It was lost and buried. But I just really wanted Pokemon Sun. I'd gone through a phase of not playing Pokemon, so after Black and White 2, I just stopped. I didn't play Gen 6. But I just saw all the Sun and Moon trailers, and they just looked really cool. So I asked for a 2DS, well, the Pokemon Sun for Christmas, and I ended up getting it. And yeah, Sun was amazing. And then I ended up playing Gen 6 after, and enjoyed that as well. As well as Gen 8, which, I mean, as Galar is based in the UK, I enjoyed it, thought it was. And here is my new Nintendo 2DS, fucking hell, new Nintendo 2DS XL. These are getting confusing. This is the Pokeball edition with the clicky button. But yeah, this thing is really cool. So they are all my handhelds, which is pretty cool. And that pretty much brings a close to all of my systems here. Okay, so if we go even further left here, we have my game shelf. And I do apologise for this lighting. It's not the best. But we'll go through this quickly here. I've got my PS2 games, an original Xbox, PS3, Xbox 360. Most of my GameCube games are at my dad's because obviously I've said that I can play my games on Nintendo and on the Wii U, so I don't really need the discs. So most of my GameCube discs are at my dad's, so I can play them on the Wii that is at their house. But I decided to keep Double Dash and Smash here because they're good party games, so I can play them on the Wii downstairs, and F-Zero GX I bought recently. Wii and Wii U. Obviously I said that the Wii U I sold all the games, so slowly rebuilding it. PSP, a few PS Vita cards that came with the system. Switch, the 2 Xbox One games that came with the console, as well as Black Ops 4, which I actually had on PS4 but I sold it, but I got it back on the Xbox. And my PS4 collection used to be a lot bigger, but because, you know, I'm only 18, a few years ago I used to sell games to get more games, as that's what kids do. And with the DS games, most of my games here are in this case, because when I was a dickhead, it's just some Pokemon games there and some Mario and stuff. When I was a dickhead, when I was a kid, I used to throw these cases away because I didn't have this exact one, but I had like one of these multi-case things, so I don't remember actually throwing these away, but they disappeared, so I must have. But it's really annoying. So these are the ones I obviously bought when I got back into DS. And here's just some retro things of stuff. So yeah, that's that. Okay, so here I've got another Wii. Now this one I intend on opening up at some point, because eventually, sometime in life, I'd like to try and make a Wii handheld. So soon I'm going to open this up and take the board out of it. And then this thing here is a Retrobit RES Plus, I think it's called. It's hang on, let me just, that's the top of it. It goes on like that. It's a thing. But this is an NES clone, a cheap HDMI NES clone. And the reason it's opened up is because at one point it just stopped displaying sound. And then, so I opened it up to see if I could figure out like why. And there's this wire that's come off. I'm not sure what it was connected to, but I don't think that would have anything to do with it, because, you know, sound comes from the HDMI port, but, you know, it's whatever. So I've just left it here at the minute. I could always just play NES games on the NES Classic or the Raspberry Pi anyway, but still defeats the point. Eventually I might get a replacement for this. I was thinking of getting that, what's it called, the Retrobit, oh no, what was it? The, what's it called? The Super Retro Trio, that's what it is. That can play NES, Super Nintendo and Mega Drive games. So I'm thinking of getting that to replace this, but I don't know, I might keep looking, but it's whatever. Okay guys, that is the end of the video. Hopefully you have enjoyed. I hope you had a nice Christmas and have a nice new year. It's been a shite year, but it's finally almost over. But watch 2021 be even worse. Anyway, so that's all from me. Obviously that PS4 hoping to fix it video will be coming soon. That'll probably be the next video uploaded. Probably be a few weeks yet though. So that is why the Minecraft Let's Play is on hold as well, as I explained before. Also, Discord server linked in the description down below. Join if you want to. With that being said, that's all from me. I'll see you in the next video. See you in a bit.